Hey everybody, it's Chris with Xano, and today I'm super excited to share with you our brand new Webflow Connect feature. What this is going to allow you to do is connect your Webflow and Xano accounts together so you can make requests against Webflow APIs a whole lot easier. This is all a part of a much larger initiative here at Xano to make it as easy as possible to connect with your front end of choice, and we're thrilled to have Webflow be our first official front end connection built inside of Xano. So here I am inside of Xano, and I'm currently on my account settings page. And you can see we have this new button over here that says Connect with Webflow. So I'm just going to click on that, and then we get a pop-up that says, do we want to actually authorize this connection? And you can choose your workspaces and sites that you want to connect with Xano. Right now I only have one workspace and one site, so I'm just going to check this box here, and I will click Authorize. And this takes just a second, and you can see down in the lower left-hand corner, we have a success. And let's go ahead and go back to our instance. And now we are in our brand new Connect Center, which is available on the left-hand side. You just click Connect right there, and you can see we have our Webflow connection here, but it does say inactive, so we just need to click Enable. And as soon as we've done that, we've enabled the Webflow connection to our Xano account, and we can start working with those Webflow APIs. What this has done is this has populated our environment variables with some Webflow specific data from our account to make those connections. Let's go ahead and create a new API endpoint. I'm just going to call this Webflow. And if I click the plus sign here to add a function to my function stack, you can see we now have a brand new Webflow category. So let's go ahead and click on that, and we have the ability to make a Webflow API request. So you can see this does look very similar to when you build an external API request in Xano, but what we're doing here is we're connecting directly with your Webflow account so that you don't have to go through the process of setting up parameters and headers and anything else that would go along with building an external API request normally. All I have to do is go to the Webflow documentation. Here I have the list sites API endpoint. I'm just going to copy this curl command right here. I'm going to click this import curl button. I'm going to paste that curl from Webflow. And really the only important thing in this curl command is this right here, this /sites, which is determining the API that we're actually calling. None of this is actually being used, any headers or anything like that, because we've connected all that from your Webflow account directly. So we'll click import, and you can see we have a /sites in our path that's been populated from that curl command. And we can click save, and we can run this, and you can see we get a list of our sites back from the Webflow API. Now, let's say I want to try another API. This API requires a site ID, so I'm going to copy the site ID from this result. I'm going to go back into the Webflow documentation, and let's say I want to list my CMS collections. Well, all I have to do is paste my site ID here. I can copy this curl command, and I can import it into my Webflow API request. And you can see, again, we have that URL populated for us. I'll click save. And if we run this again, we are returned a list of our CMS collections inside this site. It's very cool, super easy to use. This was just a very brief overview of the brand new Webflow Connect feature inside of Xano. We are super excited to share additional educational content around using the Webflow Connect feature in the coming weeks, so please keep an eye out for that. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them down in the comments below, or you can reach out to us via support chat inside Xano or on our Xano community. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.